people. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news is an update about Jamaican-born man that lives in Antigua and Barbuda, I think. And it is said that him lim up his girlfriend, wife, and that person's name is Althea Henry. And when the son came home and saw exactly what was happening, next patient, same treatments. So people, this man was arrested by the Popo and he went to court the other day. So people, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Remanded to prison for allegedly killing 50-year-old Althea Henry and injuring her 21-year-old son this week. Boyd made his first court appearance this afternoon before Magistrate Conliffe Clark in St. John's Magistrate Court. He didn't have legal representation. Police have charged the 58-year-old defendant with murder and attempted murder. Magistrate Clark could only remand the accused since magistrates in this country can't offer bail for those offenses. Investigators say they found Henry's lifeless body at her Cashville home with multiple wounds Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, police say Boyd attacked Henry's son Tajmer Francis the same day, causing injuries to his left eye and upper body. The defendant will return to court on September 22nd for committal proceedings. Family members of Henry and her son became emotional as police took the defendant to prison. A demonstrator carried a placard calling for the court to impose capital punishment if Boyd is convicted.
Now people, this is a very sad situation. Linsome Boyd, Jamaican, 58-year-old, 7 years short of retirement. That means that he had no reason being involved in any sorts of activity like this. Lady, 50-year-old, her son, Francis. Lady, Althea Henry, son, Francis. Based on the information, it is said that him lim up the lady. And then after him lim up the lady, he went outside and he was smoking a cigarette as if nothing happened. I don't know if he was shocked. I don't know if he basically had momentary insanity. However, he was outside. And then her son, name is Francis, came home, walked past him, went in the house. He knew that something was wrong, went in the house and saw the body of his mother. Basically, lim up. Came back out, don't know if he confronted the man. I am sure that naturally, instinctively, as a son, you see a mother lim up and you see a man outside who is supposed to be her boyfriend, especially when he has a history of doing stuff to the mother before. And people, I will get to that. It is said that Mr. Boyd, Linsome Boyd, 58, start lim up the son also. In him eye, in him face. He was taken to the place of recovery. However, the mother was not so fortunate. Now, people, like I said, this man has a history of violence. In 2017, he did the same thing to the lady. Him lim her up and leave her in some sort of bushes, some sort of lot. And it was residents that were passing here, all sorts of noise, all sorts of moaning noise, and they took her to the place of recovery. At that point, foot broke, hand broke, one of the eye was bad, up to the point where she lost her life Sunday, Father's Day. She could not really see very well out of the eye. Now people, based on credible information that I am getting, and people, this is not information that is in the Gleaner, Star, or Observer. This is based on information from a friend that I have in the area. And they told me that in 2017, there was rumors that the lady, Althea, she had an affair. She was seeing somebody else. So therefore, it seems as if this man was jealous, because based on the information, it is said that she sent for him, she married him, he left Jamaica and he sold everything that he had, his house, furniture, and he moved to Antigua for a new life. She sent for him, so people, she did a good deed because he was offered an opportunity at a place that have better finances, so therefore him couldn't live a better life. However, based on the rumors, credible rumors, people, it was a fact. She was cheating. She had some other sort of man. I don't know what is the problem, the underlying problem. However, like human beings do, people cheat. People are not perfect, and people, I am not justifying the action. However, it seems as if this man got in his feelings. He became emotionally traumatized. So therefore, him lim up the lady in 2017. Based on information, it is said that this lady, she has clout. She works with the government. And even though cases like this, because you see people, when he went to court, he was remanded because based on his action, you are not allowed any sorts of bail like that in that country. Not like Jamaica where the rules, them kind of lapse. If you have money and you have a good lawyer, you can basically buy your way out of anything. In that country, we say it is run under order. So anyways, people, like me say, the lady work, she has clout, she works with the government. So therefore, she went into the office and she said to the DPP, please to release him. I no longer want to press any charges. I want to throw out the case because he was provoked. So people, it tells you that this lady basically give some sort of confession that yes, she did cheat on him, so therefore that is why he did what he did. However, people, the truth and the fact is that there is no sort of justification. Me not care if you get bun up like when corner roast. There is no sort of justification. I do not care how hurt you feel, how much you get in your feelings. Me not care. There is no sort of justification to do somebody like that in 2017. Fast forward 4 years later, you do the same thing because we are now in 2021. So 4 years instead of 3 years. The news said 3 years. However, based on the facts, it is more closer to 4 years. So people, me just say, the man did what he did in 2017. He was pardoned because people, the way them place the strict, if you do something like that, more than likely, you are not going to see street again for your natural life, especially when you are a resident from a next country, you are a citizen of a next country. And people, I don't know this man's legal status. However, in some country, if your crime is too extreme, you can lose your citizenship, point blank and period. So anyways, he did what he did in 2017 and he got away. And he came back 4 years later and him do the same thing once again. And what was even more despicable is the fact of how he did it. He went to the lady house, him lim up the lady, and then after him go and him sit down and him smoke a cigarette. He did not take away himself, and people, I am not saying that would be more justified. He just sat there, and when the son came home, of course he should have expected the son to react negatively towards him. However, people, instead of showing any sort of remorse, instead of saying that he was sorry, he took his bad acts and he made it even worse. So therefore, the lady's son that was supposed to come in defense of his mother was also lim up. So people, what can I say? It only shows you the anger management that a lot of these Jamaicans, you guys have emotional problem. You guys need therapy, and people, I am just speaking in general because the truth and the fact is that the average Jamaican, well, I don't know. Most Jamaicans, a lot of Jamaicans, they are decent people. However, like, you know, bad news spread fast and the few bad apples, they basically eclipse everything that the good people in Jamaica do. Because, of course, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, the right thing as a parent, as a father, as a man, that won't get highlighted. However, when you as a Jamaican leave from Jamaica, especially with the climate in Jamaica right now, and you do some BS, some despicable act like that, not only once, at least twice, and then you take out the lady that sent for you, even though she might have been cheating, there is no sort of justification. And then when the son confronts you or says something to you, instead of saying that you're sorry, you start upon the son too. Now people like me say, me don't know what kind of chemical imbalance this man have in him head to do anything like that. However, his acts, it can never be justified. There is no justification for his action. And people, you see where it leads. Because like them say, he is not eligible for bail. So therefore, he is going to sit down. And more than likely, if the son is in physical shape or mental shape, to testify. And even without the son and the mother being gone, this man is going to sit the rest of his natural life, because he is 58 at the time right now. So therefore, more than likely, when him get a life sentence, if I have 30 years, 58 and 30, we are talking about 88. More than likely, that 30 years, it is going to seem like 300 years, especially in some sort of jail, big house. Even if this big house is luxurious, the fact that you are not free, and people, rightfully so, he is going to get what he truly deserves. We are speaking about locked up for the rest of his natural life, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.